was absolutely fantastic. I've been to a lot of conferences and a lot of speakers, and to be honest, Anthony is something special. It's very enjoyable, very, very motivating. Love to hear him again. He's flawless. That's one thing I noticed about him. There was no props, nothing like that. He's just absolutely flawless, and he's really into it. You know what I mean? He puts his soul and body into it.
Yeah, I mean, Anthony's presentations are very interesting. What I like about him is he brings a story into everything. There's a metaphor around what he uses, and that's what makes you understand. You don't fall into sleep. So he makes it very exciting, very lively, and he does grab your attention. He knows when to go fast. He knows when to crack a joke. He knows how to motivate, and it's really nice to have. This is the second time I listened to him. And really, really enjoy his sessions and get a lot out of it.
Hi, I'm David Grinnell from Dublin. I run my own company, Blue Chip. We were introduced to the Anthony Morris training session through Canada Life, and we're very happy to be part of it. We've just finished our 6th session, and we have found it extremely useful to bring together both the office and the sales forces in a more structured way. Our biggest plus would be the interaction on the course, taking the ideas from the course and being able to use them immediately. The video clips we found excellent. The suggestion for testimonials, the suggestion for website, the suggestion for e-communications are the biggest pluses for me, and general plans for how we'll forward the business. Best of luck. Thanks for your time.
My name is Troy Edmondson. I run an insurance-based practice out at Shaler Park in Brisbane, and we've been involved in the Anthony Morris course for the last 4 months. Where we found it different and how it has been very good in our practice is you actually are spoon-fed all the tools we need. So we walk out of doing the program and go and log on the website and actually download the information and use it straight away. So it's different from other courses where you just listen to information and you've got to go put that work in your practice, starting from scratch. With Anthony Morris, you're actually given all the information. So we have used it and changed a lot of our strategies and processes in terms of what we do. So it's all about communicating with the client, providing that wow factor, and getting, at the end of the day, getting the higher premiums and getting higher percentage sales from those clients as well. So I'd recommend the course to anyone. It has certainly helped our bottom line. We have a number of specific campaigns that we have used from the course. We've actually, I find it difficult to write to family and friends, but there is an actual campaign in Anthony's course where it actually spells out the letter you can actually use. So we have used that to all my family and friends, and have actually had quite a number of sales just from a simple mail out letter that we've done. So I think probably in the vicinity of about $25,000 in premiums over the last 6 weeks. So it has been very useful, and once again I'd commend everyone to do the course.
The fantastic thing about the Anthony Morris course is it gives you a rejuvenation. You come back with the practice builder, you apply the tools, the templates, it prompts ideas in your head, and they're easy to apply, practical ideas that you can implement into your business quite simply. The beauty of the course is we've had an assistant in the course as well, so it means as the advisor you're face to face with your clients, and you've got someone within your business who is capable of doing implementing the systems behind you. The ongoing nature of it, the website is fantastic. At any point in time, wherever you are, you can log in, you can look at the new tools that are available. There's constantly tools that are being refreshed that prompt you with the scripts, and also allows you to tidy up in the scripts. For example, is the 2 cliffs. The 2 cliffs is a fantastic opportunity to explain to clients to protect them against the crocodiles. That is now part of what I do. I talk to clients about protecting against the crocodiles. That's what I do. Overall, the course has been fantastic. Production for us has absolutely gone off. I'm now qualified for top of the table this year for the first time, which in round terms is a personal production of over $500,000. Thank you, Anthony.
The Practice Builder has helped me grow my practice even further with the continuous reinforcement that Anthony has of marketing ideas from around the globe that he's continuously in contact with. I regularly show Anthony my business plan and how we are progressing, and he continuously puts the carrot further out in front of me and challenges and stretches me to bigger and better things. If you haven't asked him already, make sure you ask him about the tape measure. It's a ripper way of communicating a life story to somebody, bringing out a tape measure. I look forward to completing the first 12 months of the practice builder program and going to the next level with it again.
The program is full of content, full of information, and possibly even too much. You don't have to take you don't have to use everything, but there's enough there so that the program represents excellent value for money. I'm very pleased that I went. My practice team have come along with me. We now have meetings weekly, which is a superb outcome, quite apart from anything else that we've managed to institute. We've used at least 3 of Anthony's ideas actively, and they're continuing to make the practice money, which is, I guess, at the end of the day, the outcome. So if you're considering using Anthony for some of your training, please do. Highly recommend.
I've been driving 3 hours each way to the Anthony Morris Builder program and Business Builder program, and it's challenging us, it's giving us new ideas, it's giving us some ideas that we've seen before, back in the industry, back in the old days, and it's just, I think, reinvigorating the business. It's great for the staff to see what we do, and just having a fantastic time learning and growing our business because of Anthony.
I'm Bill Griffiths. I'm not a financial planner, but I do purely risk insurance. And the stuff that I've learned from Anthony's course has given me an opportunity to open my mind and to do things that are different, because people will remember for your style, not necessarily what you say or anything else, but the things that you do that are different. And Anthony has expanded from a lateral point of view the way in which I present what I do to the people that I'm talking to. Because Anthony's course effectively tells people, reinvent yourself, be different, give them something to remember you by. And of all the things that I've got so far out of Anthony's course, I would have to turn around and say, this is the most salient point for me personally. I don't apply all that Anthony teaches because I can't be all those people. But I take what he's given to me, and I apply my personality to it, and I have found, without exception, every time, I get a great result from the client. I get accepted by the client, I get the client's trust, and they're prepared to listen to me with enthusiasm because I got that from Anthony. And I couldn't recommend any other course above this one. And that's in 30 years in the business, and I've virtually done them all. But Anthony's is the one that's got humour in it, and it causes you to think. And that's the one thing that not many of us do today, is think. And Anthony has caused me to think. And anyone who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks doesn't know what they're talking about. So if you're an old dog like me, go to the kennels and get taught by Anthony. He's the guy to teach.
Anthony's always great. Always enjoy listening to him.
And you could just see the whole audience was just captivated by what he was saying. And that's Anthony.
This is our 4th session with Anthony Morris. And I think what's got the most out of it for me is the fact that he's bringing to life all the stuff we know we should be doing. And he's showing us how to do it, when to do it, and most importantly, that we should be doing it on a consistent basis.
I've heard Anthony most probably 10 times in the last 5 years, and every time I've heard him, it's been refreshing. Today in particular, there was new stuff, and I think it's going to add a lot of value. Certainly everybody I've spoken to here today has said it's been great.
I'd just like to say, Mr. Morris, it wasn't what he said, I think it was how he said it. It's very important to get the attention span all the way through, and that's what he got. You hear a lot of guys, they're very monotones. You know, they could be giving you $1 million and you wouldn't listen, but this guy had that sort of that impact, which was very, very good.
Anthony was superb. It is the 4th time that I see his show, and every time I love it, every time I get reinvigorated.
Oh, the successes from the Anthony Morris program has been phenomenal. My wife and I have tried some of his ideas and have had really great responses. Clients really like to be spoiled, and as we invest in our clients and give back to them, the response that we keep getting from them has been really overwhelming.
Very impressed with what I've seen.
I thought it was great.
It was very good. It's exceptionally good.
It's super. To me, that's super.
In my opinion, of all the trainees I've come across, Anthony Morris is head and shoulders by far better than the rest. he doesn't just give you ideas on the day. It isn't emotional fluff and stuff. He gives you a system. It's a system built by a practitioner for fellow practitioners, and when you follow it in between his courses, it just drives the business forward. My production just goes up, and I'm up 30% on the year so far.
Anthony Morris looked like a fantastic bloke. He was obviously passionate about what he was speaking about. The fact finder with the review, the annual review, that was a very good idea. I will take that on board. And obviously some of the electronic thank you notes to hit your modern clientele that are up with the modern technology, that was very good as well. So basically an overall fantastic presentation. Love the bloke. I would have minded to spend a bit more time with him, but unfortunately had to leave. But he was very good.
Been on a couple of his workshops, and every time I go I learn something new.
We had a marshmallow driving contest that was a blast, that with a women's scramble, and all they could do was talk about those darn guys with their marshmallows.
After taking tips from him, I must say that my production grew, and I got into the top 25, and I've remained there for the last 6, 7, 8 years.
Oh yes, it has helped me a hell of a lot. I did his course, and ever since then I improved a lot, definitely.
He's revitalized our advisors, and we're traveling 500 kilometers each way to come, and we have 20 people here at these sessions. So I think it's a great bang for our buck, and we're seeing great productivity with it.
So I have been to some of his courses, and he was today just as fresh and bright as the other times that I've met him. I think he's a true practitioner. He gives us ways in improving our business. I think that's most important.
It's all common sense stuff. It's not hype. I'm just delighted we chose to come on this course when we did, and I'm sure we're going to benefit from this. But again, as Anthony mentioned, it will not happen overnight. It's going to take time, endeavour, passion, everything that goes with it. But without a new vehicle to travel on, it's going to be impossible for the future.
Well, I'm not directly into sales, but it's been a very interesting experience to actually learn about really the way it really should be done.
And he's fantastic, and he just seems to get better as he goes along. So yeah, I can really recommend him.
The thing I really like the most is all the technology that Anthony's introducing in the program that we can use. There's just so much technology out there that we're almost afraid of, but we really should start implementing.
Since I've been working with Anthony, I've tripled my production. My clients love me, I love my clients. Everything he says works, use it practically. The results are amazing.
He's got an exceptional high standards. He's always been one of the best.
Yeah, no, I thought it was very interesting. I like the ideas that he used the fire extinguisher and the plunger. It was good just to reinforce that it's all about benefits for the clients rather than just the features of the product. Also the emphasis on technology.
I think today's performance was exceptional because every time you come to Anthony Morris you learn a new method. I chase after Anthony because I know if I get one new idea from him and if I use it, it's going to benefit my practice.
Excellent. It just gets better as time carries on. And possibly like a good red wine, eh?
One of my three best friends, Anthony Morris, sitting in the back of the room, is singularly the smartest person I have met in my entire life. If you've not done his program, I don't know what's standing in your way. In my view, he has become the top coach in your industry in the world, and I know the names and the players. And the opportunities exist to work with people like that and learn from them.